Hello, you lovely people. How are we all? In today's video, I want to talk about a pretty significant decision by Cadillac in Formula 1. Cadillac have decided to make a change to the top of their Formula 1 team, with Budkowski, the former Alpine chief, taking over from Lowdon as team principal. And I have to say, personally, I'm rather surprised by the timing of the decision. Now, before I go any further, I want to make one thing absolutely clear. This is my personal opinion and commentary on the situation. I'm not suggesting that I know the reasoning behind Cadillac's decision, and I'm certainly not questioning the professionalism, the ability or intention of either Lowdon or Budkowski. But from my perspective as a Formula 1 fan, I think this is a rather drastic change to make so early in Cadillac's Formula 1 journey. We're only around 11 races into the season, and Cadillac are still very new team, finding their feet in Formula 1. Building a Formula 1 operation from the ground up is obviously an enormous challenge. There are going to be difficulties, there are going to be mistakes, and there are going to be plenty of lessons to be learned along the way. And that's precisely why, personally, I would have preferred to see Graeme Lowdon remain in the role until at least the end of the season. I think there is something to be said for allowing a new team's leadership structure to have time to settle. Now, that doesn't mean I think Budkowski is the wrong person for the job. He has significant Formula 1 experience, including his time with Alpine, and I'm sure Cadillac will have carefully considered what they want from their leadership going forward. Perhaps this change will turn out exactly what Cadillac needs, but looking at it purely from the outside, I do wonder whether making such a significant leadership change this early could create some disruption at a time when Cadillac are already trying to establish themselves in Formula 1, and that's where I disagree with the decision. If it were my decision, I would have given Lowdon until the end of the season. Cadillac have very little to lose by allowing the project more time to develop, in my opinion. They're already towards the back of the grid at this early stage, so I don't think there was necessarily an immediate need from a sporting perspective to make such a dramatic change halfway through the season. But of course, this is just my view. Cadillac are running the team. They have access to information, plans, discussions, and circumstances that we as fans simply don't have. There may be perfectly understandable reasons behind this decision, and we're not aware of. And perhaps 6 months or a year from now, we'll be looking back and saying Cadillac got this absolutely right. That is entirely possible. Equally, we might look back and wonder whether the team would have benefited from maintaining a greater continuity during its first season, and that's what makes Formula One so fascinating. We can debate these decisions, we can disagree with them, and we can have our own opinions. But ultimately, time will tell whether Cadillac have made the right call. Personally, though, at this moment in time, I think the change has come too soon. But what do you guys think? Would you have kept Lowdon as team principal until the end of the season, or do you think Budkowski is the right person to lead Cadillac forward? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I genuinely love to hear your opinions. And as always, this video is simply my personal opinion and commentary. It is not intended to offend anyone. I'm not making any allegations about Graeme Lowdon, Marcin Budkowski, Cadillac, or anyone else involved. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.